going on, guys? So this is a full day of eating, of how I'm able to maintain a six-pack year round and how I'll keep it for pretty much the rest of my life, as long as God continues to bless me with the health and the ability to do so. I'm going to break down some of my beliefs and my habits around diet to give you some insights that you can use and add to your own tool belt when you're dieting. First of all, I've been training in the gym and training for my body to do incredible shit for years. My body is literally a physical representation of the hard work and the discipline I've been putting into myself and pushing myself beyond my limits, even sometimes to an unhealthy point, which I don't recommend. However, I'm a strong advocate for pushing your limits and staying consistent in diet and training. These are the pillars that granted me my physical powers I have today in terms of aesthetics and performance. My diet is very simple and I like to keep it that way. I hate making shit that takes too much time. I hate having to clean a whole fucking mess of stuff trying to put some dumb recipe that I found from Instagram. I fucking hate having to think about what I'm gonna eat every single day. And honestly, I just value simplicity and ease. Keeping my diet that way satisfies me. I make things as simple as possible for myself by just eating the same basic foods pretty much every single day with some variation here and there. I stick to eating whole foods, and the main foods I eat are eggs, lean meat, chicken, fish, steak, ground turkey, or beef. This is honestly like 60 to 70% of my diet, and the other is some kind of carbs, usually oatmeal at breakfast time if I decide to eat carbs then, or I'll have some fruit throughout the day, which is the best carb source, and sometimes I'll have rice for dinner, or depending on what I ate earlier, if I had a lot of carbs, I might not have carbs for dinner. I like to control the amount of carbs that I eat because carbs store a lot of water, which will help you perform better in the gym, but they'll also make you bigger and look fatter if you eat too much. So when I eat less carbs, I'm able to stay leaner easier. Cutting carbs out completely is not something I do. I just control the amount I eat depending on how ripped I want to be. On the high end, I'll maybe consume around 350 to 400 grams of carbs all day from whole food sources. On the low end, probably like 50, and I tend to fall somewhere in the middle most days. I don't stick to just one way of dieting like you might see with most of these fitness influencers and these online coaches. I don't stick to one way like keto, carnivore, or the old man diet. I think that approach to dieting is very shallow and it keeps you in a box with basically no experimentation to find a better way. I see all those diets and principles as tools I can use to achieve a specific goal or implement when I want to use them. I'm continuously iterating my diet depending on my goal in training and my goal in the work that I do. I incorporate a mix of all these diet principles to stay lean and also sometimes challenge myself with different diets on different days for purely observational purposes. However, there are a few principles I keep consistent, and it is these few principles that allow me to stay pretty much ripped the whole year, and I plan on staying ripped basically for the rest of my life. Like, no joke. First, I incorporate intermittent fasting very often. Most days, I won't eat around until about 12 p.m., which is usually like a 16-hour fast for me. Sometimes I'll go later, sometimes I won't eat the whole day, or sometimes I'll just have one meal. It really depends on what I'm focused on in my training and how hard I'm pushing myself, how much energy I need, and what I'm working on throughout the day. If I'm in a period where my main focus of training is to get stronger, fasting is not something I do. If I'm in a period of focusing on aesthetics and getting leaner, fasting is something that I do. It really just depends. Right now I'm in a period of staying leaner and aesthetics is my main focus, so fasting I pretty much do every day. The next principle I always incorporate in my diet is high protein. I intuitively know about how much protein I need to be eating to see optimal results from my training. This is the one thing that stays consistent 24/7, and I'm always mindful of how much protein I'm consuming and getting enough throughout the day. I don't track my protein. I drink protein shakes when I can afford to spend the extra money on the protein powder that I like, which is maybe once a month. And other than that, I just stick to eating high quality meat and eggs. That serves me the best. I stick to principles rather than strict guidelines, because who the fuck is gonna weigh their food on a scale every single day, everywhere they go? Or even counting macros is something I don't do, and I find, quite frankly, pretty stupid, especially if you train like an athlete. If you're trying to lose fat, Eat less food, eat more protein. You'll lose fat. If you want to gain muscle, eat more fruit and eat more protein. Simple as that. Maintenance falls somewhere in the middle, and that's pretty much what I stick to now. I have no need to bulk anymore. I have no need to cut drastically anymore. And right now, I'm pretty much at the perfect body weight for my height at around 155 pounds. And my strength to mass ratio is insane. I can lift pretty much double my weight in all my core lifts. I'm agile, mobile, athletic, strong, muscular. My physique is literally pretty much perfect right now. And obviously I still have shit I'm improving on in terms of aesthetics, in terms of performance, in terms of health, but you get the point. The body I have now is fucking dope, and a blessing that I've worked hard as fuck for and worked hard to achieve. I have enough muscle now that I'm satisfied with. I don't want to be a tank. I want to be aesthetic, strong, functional, almost like like an assassin, like a superhero with the Spider-Man physique, just fucking lean and powerful. And honestly, I see myself staying this way for a very, very, very long time. I don't see myself deviating from this way. My muscles are already well developed, and I have a solid amount of muscle mass that I like without sacrificing anything else. Being huge for a short guy or an average height guy is dumb in my opinion anyway. You should be an athlete. You should be lean, powerfully built, warrior, quick on his feet, agile, powerful, that looks like he would be a bitch to handle in a fight, but also can move quick. Like an atomic missile that's like powerful as fuck, but can move 1,000,000 miles per hour, as opposed to a tank that's also powerful, but can only move like 10 miles an hour? Your physique should be extremely intentional. Okay, so getting into the meals, the first meal I ate today was around 12 p.m. and I had 4 eggs with some fresh mozzarella cheese and some veggies. Also, I had some protein oats on the side with a banana. Usually, I'd only eat about 2 big meals in the day, one to break my fast, and then I fast again until dinner. I don't believe in snacking. I do this because I like to fast and feel like I earn my meals. It increases the dopamine I get from eating just normal food. Some days I'll snack depending on if I don't have time to eat a full meal. You know, I might have some protein bars or whatever it is. For dinner, I thought I had grilled chicken, but instead I ran out, so I'm just gonna have some eggs. I also paired that with some pickled veggies and also some grilled veggies for gut health. Also, I had a small dessert bowl with some Greek yogurt, as well as some protein and some almond butter, some fruit, and some nuts. Greek yogurt is super high in protein. I just added the protein powder to boost the protein. And that was pretty much it for what I ate today and how I'll eat most days with some variation. As you can see, it's nothing fancy, nothing special, but effective, whole foods, high in protein, controlling my calories and my carbs. Now, some days I'll eat different when I don't have the time to cook full meals. It really just depends on what I'm working on, my fitness goals at the moment, and how short I am on time and all that. So this is how I'm eating currently now to stay lean and perform well in the gym. I'll be making another video soon of how I eat when I'm on the go, like fast food and how to stay lean, eating that. So stay tuned for that one. Other than that, let me know how eating has been for you guys. Are you trying to cut right now? Are you looking to put on some lean muscle? Drop your thoughts of the video in the comment section. Drop your diets, what you're eating right now in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe, send this to a friend or your grandma.